YouTube, what's happening, man? It's your boy Zap. We back with another one, baby. Country Living TV. Hey, before I get this video started, man, I done got about 80 new subscribers in the last couple days, man. I just want to tell y'all welcome to the channel, and I appreciate the support. On today's video, we're gonna be showing y'all. I got a couple people asking what we use to catch the mullet. So I'm gonna show y'all how we set our lines up using the slip cork and just a few hooks. And we use Chum chicken feed and oats. So I'm gonna show y'all how you can get mullet, big mullet, right from the shore. So hey, y'all go ahead, man. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn them notifications on so you know when we drop some good videos. Comment, let me know where you're watching from, and let's get this started, man. All right, guys. So listen, one of the first things I do every time I fish for mullet, I always use a slip cork. And what the slip cork does, it allows you to change your depth without moving your cork. So first thing I do is I put my slip. These are the type that I use. They got ones that come as a little string or something like that, and they got these, and they got big size and small or whatever. So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna take it, and that little loop that's on the top of that, you're gonna take it and put your line straight through there and move that up. Just move that slip up, just like that. Now you got it on there. That's gonna stop your bobber from moving whenever you set your depth. All right. Now, next thing I do is you want to put your cork pins in, little black things, little black pins. You want to take those. You see how you got one that's going up, and one that's going down. That's how you want them on the line, because you got that split right there, the split cork. That's how you want them on your line. So take that and put the line through one, through the top, and one through the bottom. All right. Like I said, what that's gonna do is, when it's all said and done, bam, your cork is gonna stop right there. That's where your bobber stopper is. All right. Get myself some more line. Got a 12-foot pole there, so all right. Now what I do is I don't put the little beads there. I don't put those on the top of my cork pins, because I don't like when my bead gets stuck in the bobber stopper. But I do put one on the bottom because I don't want my hooks to get caught. My hook, where I tie my hook on, I don't want it to get caught in the bottom there. So this bead right here to stop it from getting caught. So you're just gonna add that bead. It's gonna look just like that. All right. Now these are Eagle Claw. These are size 6 hooks. You can either use size 6, size 4, whatever. These are gold Eagle Claw, size 4. I'm sorry, size 6 is what I have right here. And the reason we use gold, or the reason I use gold, is because mullet, they'll actually hit the naked hook. You can put these hooks on there, and they'll hit that naked hook once you drop it down there. See if I can come in a little closer. Now the knot that we gonna use, I'm pretty sure everybody, their first fishing knot, I'm gonna grab that. About 8, 10 times, however many, whatever you wanna do. Then you're gonna grab the end of your line and you're gonna take it right through that little loop down there. Right there at the bottom. So grab it. gonna take that, trying to get right so y'all can see. I'm gonna stick it right through there, pour the whole thing through, and just pull it down real slow. Don't let it knot up on you. Pull it down real slow. Bam. Just like that. And you'll find people that want to use different amounts of hooks. Me, for a pole this long, I got a 12-footer. I gotta use 7 hooks. I'm using 7 hookers. So some people like to use 4, 3. I've caught mullet with just 1 hook, but for this here, I'm using 7. Okay, so let me explain to y'all how you tell how far apart to put the hooks. What I do is I go from fingertip to the wrist. So here to here. Pull up a little bit. That's about good right there. So now I'm gonna tie my second hook right there. And all 7 are gonna be like that. Hot out here. Bam. And you want to always make sure that your hooks are sticking out to the side like that. Don't have them going down with the line. Make sure they're always sticking out. So I got all the hooks on. I got 7 hooks on. They all tied about hand length apart from fingertip to wrist. All right, and they all leaning that way. So now, I don't really know what size weight this is, but I mean it ain't. It's about the size of my index fingernail. But you're gonna put that weight on there, about the same length. Do the same thing, hand length apart for the weight. Tied on the same way. Just like that. You want to clip it. Bam. Get a little more off there. That's it. Okay, now I know I told you guys that you can use these hooks naked, but if you're not familiar with mullet fishing like that, go ahead and get you some rubber white worm. I got a little small piece, but you want to get you some rubber white worm, and you want to tip the end of your line, the end of your hook with rubber white worm on all of them. You just bite a little piece off. I got 7 of them, so I'm gonna bite 7 pieces. And they're gonna be, I see one right there. It's gonna be just a little old tiny piece that you're gonna cover the end of your hook with, just like that. And I'll give you the reasoning behind that in a few minutes here. But that's how you're gonna cover it. That's what your hook is gonna look like. So let me see here. Just like that. Just like that. All right. All right, guys, one of the most important parts is how you mix your chum, man. Now, I have flour here. I got garlic. And I got brown sugar. I'm not one of the ones that use all that stuff. I've seen people put this stuff in there. I'm not knocking them for that, but I don't use all this stuff. But I did want to show y'all, you know, just to let you know that that's what some people use. So you're gonna have chicken feed and you're gonna have oats. This is the chicken feed I use. It's pellets. You can use crumbles. You can use regular pellets, the big pellets or whatever, but it has to be chicken feed. All right. So I'm dumping some feed in here. All right. And then you want to get old-fashioned oats. You could get those the little 1 minute oats, but man, they're gonna disappear. As soon as water hit them, they're gonna disappear. So you get you some oats. Don't go crazy with your oats. If you think you're gonna go crazy with them, just mix them 3 to 1. Whatever container you're using for your feed, 3 containers of feed, 1 container of oats. So that's always a good good method to use if you're not familiar with how to mix it. 3 to 1, 3 parts chicken feed, 1 part oats. All right. Y'all want some? Yeah. There you go. All right, so it should look like that, right? Now, the next thing you want to do, you want to add your water to your feed because you want to make dough balls while you're out there. So the way I add my water is I go right to the very top of the feed, maybe right under where I can see the feed. I add my water all the way to right under where I can see it. If you need to look on the side, you can, but right there, bam, that's good enough. Where you can barely see water. See it catching up on the edge there? You're gonna mix that, mix all that in, give that feed a chance to swell up. All right, and once that swell up, you don't feel the hardness in it anymore, it's ready to use. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and add our cork. I know I got an old cork here, y'all, but they all do the same job. You're gonna put it right between that split. Put one top, bottom, just like that. And wherever your barber stopper is, that's what's gonna happen right there, bam. So your weight is gonna take your line down and your line is gonna stop when it hits this stopper right there. So you set your depth. So if you need to go deeper in the water, you're gonna pull it up. Pull it all the way up in you like this. So now, while your line is going out, while your cork is sinking from the lead, it's gonna keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, bam. It's gonna stop right there. All right, so now you probably, what, a good 2-3 feet away from your top hook. So whatever water you're fishing in, that's gonna put you deeper down in the water, and vice versa. If you wanna fish more shallow, then you're gonna lower it down so it don't have that much to hit. So it'll be, bam, right there. So now you, there. All right. Okay, now let me explain to you guys the reasoning behind this white worm that's on the line. Okay, mullet, on the hook. Mullet are vegetarian fish. They don't eat no meat. Every now and then you can get one on maybe a little piece of shrimp or a red worm or something like that. Maybe a cricket, maybe. they're vegetarian fish. So when you throw this chum down there, you're gonna make little balls like this. All right? Little balls like that. Okay? You're gonna throw your line out first. Throw your line out, right? Throw it out past where you want to fish. Throw this chum, boom, just throw it inside the spot where you want to fish. Wherever you think that the mullet, wherever you're trying to chum them in at, you're gonna throw this chum right there in that same spot every time. Then you're gonna reel in to the chum. The catch is, when you reel in, don't reel all the way into the chum. If your chum fell here, don't reel your cork all the way to here. Reel it back here, because when it settles, you have to give your hook, your lead a chance to drop, and when it settles, it's gonna end up settling and coming right into your chum. That oats is gonna mix with this white worm. They're gonna mistake this white worm for oats, and they're gonna bite. Simple as that. That's how it happens. I don't know no other way to tell y'all. That's how it go down. But the more hooks you have, the better your chances of getting them when the oats and stuff are settling and the feed is settling. It look a whole lot more appetizing when you got a lot more hooks and a lot more pieces of white worm. And like I said, I don't know why, but they'll bite that naked hook, man. I done did it a million times. They'll bite that naked hook without white worm on it. But if you're not familiar with fishing and you're not familiar, with mullet fishing, and you're not familiar with how mullet act and how they bite and stuff like that, I would advise you to put that rubber white worm on there. It's just regular rubber white worm. Or that color, any kind of white rubber worm. It could be for bass, it could be for trout, any kind. If you break it down in these little pieces like this, that'll be perfect for mullet. All right, man. Hey, that's gonna wrap it up, man. Like I said before, chicken feed and old-fashioned oats. I wouldn't recommend the quick oats, the 1 minute oats. I wouldn't recommend that. I recommend the old-fashioned, the big one. All right, so hey, man, you guys follow this technique right here I just showed you with the hooks. Like I said, you can use as many hooks as you're comfortable with. You can use 4, you can use 6, you can use 1 hook if you want to. The mullet end up, and they end up real thick, that 1 hook will work just fine. So just make sure you follow all the instructions that I gave you, and I guarantee you, if the mullet will end up, you're gonna catch them, man. Hey, listen, y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button, turn them notifications on, comment, let me know where you're watching from, and I hope this works for you. Let me know if y'all get some mullet, man. See y'all next time, baby. Country Living TV.